Hey guys, Common Sense Outdoorsman here. I'm in my backyard, the Colorado Rockies. I got my little red camp stove going here. Built a little fire because we're finally got some winter. It's a couple days after Christmas. Finally got down into the teens and got some cold weather. But I don't want this to be a long video. I want to show you this knife, the Condor Ripper. There's not that many videos on it. So let me move the camera here and we'll get to my workstation. This is the Condor Ripper, and I like the Condor knives. They have had problems with getting the edges correct and stuff like that. I've got a lot of knives from them with where I had to completely redo the edge. But this is the Ripper, and they call this a trail knife on their website, designed by Julio Diaz, I think it is. And they say it's good for digging up insects and preparing meals and doing some camp stuff. There's the knife. It is a full tang knife. Like I said, 1095 high carbon. It's a nice micarta handle. It's almost like a French trade knife kind of shape, which I like. It does have some hollow rivets there, so if you wanted to lash something through there, you could. The one in the back is a little far up for a lanyard hole. Your hand kind of goes over that, but anyways, very comfortable knife. It's about a 3 millimeter blade thickness, which for me is right in that sweet spot for a small belt type of knife. I like them about between 3 millimeters and maybe 1/8 of an inch, something like that. And this has that nice feather sticking scandi grind and that nice slow continuous curve from the tip to the hilt, which I like. It does have some kind of a gray coating just on the flat there. It's not on the spine. A lot of guys want a knife to come with a sharp 90-degree spine so they can make shavings or strike their ferro rod, and that's fine. This one's okay. I don't have my ferro rod with me. I don't usually use a ferro rod, but anyways, it's so easy, guys. If you needed a sharp 90-degree spine, just get your rotary tool or your file and take care of that and sharpen the spot on the spine that you want to use to strike your ferro rod or make shavings or whatever, and you're good to go. So if a knife doesn't come that way, it's easily fixed. But yeah, this knife is just over 9 inches. The cutting edge is about 4 inches, and the overall blade length is somewhere around 4 1/4 or close to 4 1/4. But this makes, again, a nice bushcraft knife. This is a fine camp knife, belt knife, that kind of thing. And what I really like about this knife is that it really makes great feather sticks. But there's the thickness of the handle. I wish the handle thickness down around the forefinger area was a little thicker. It's a little loose for me and makes the knife a little rocky that way, but it's okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. See if you can look at the tip. 3 millimeters is just enough to make it strong enough, but thin enough for it to be slicey, so it can do decent work. No problems at all. The sheath that it comes with, a pretty decent Kydex sheath with the leather belt strap. I talked about this quickly on my belt knife video. You can configure it. The 2 fasteners there, you can take those fasteners off. You can configure this loop for scout carry and maybe other configurations. I haven't played with that. You can see the screw there, and the snap there will come unsnapped, and you can move this stuff around. I like to carry this knife this way on my belt, the conventional way. It works great. So I haven't moved it around. And the other thing I really like about this sheath It holds, it doesn't snap, but it's really got a good hold on the blade, and it's easy to get it in and out when you need to use it, but yet it's not loose enough that it's going to fall out. And it does come with a nice, take my glove off, it does come with a nice thumb ramp there, so you can easily pull the knife right out, and I really like that. Okay, so let's get some wood and see what this thing can do. And I already know it's not going to have any problems. I've already used it quite a bit, but let's get a piece of the old standby. Nice piece of dry aspen. Very easy to make feather sticks with this, but what I like about this knife is the edge is just perfect for all kinds of bushcraft work, I think. And if you're making feather sticks, stay on the new corner that you make, and there's no problem with making feather sticks with this knife. Very smooth, very easy, very nice. And you can use the tip of the blade, you can use the middle of the blade, you can use the back of the blade. Because you have that slow, even curve, it just works wood well all the way around. So that's another little feather sticking tip, is the scandi grind. That scandi grind is one of the better grinds for making feather sticks. So if you want to make feather sticks like a pro, try a scandi grind. I also like convex, but this one's a scandi grind, and it works very, very well. So no problems there with those feathers. It's very easily done with this knife. Batoning is not an issue. Although it's only 3 millimeters, it's still quite a strong knife. We'll go through this piece of spruce, and it should do that with no problems, and it does. The spruce is a little harder than the aspen. Not really a great spot to feather stick here, but let's try it. A little bit more difficult on this harder spruce. And I don't have a good corner on this piece of wood. It's kind of smooth. But the Condor Ripper will still do it. No problem. I haven't had to sharpen this knife. I have stropped it a few times as I've used it, which takes care of it fairly easily. Once you have the grind and the edge that you like on a knife, and you don't damage it, and if you want to take care of it without having to sharpen it a lot, just strop it. Get a leather strop. Learn how to use a strop, and strop your knives after you use them for a couple of minutes, and they'll be back to their full sharpness, no problem. So yeah, this spruce is a little curly Q there. Different woods react differently to the same knife. There's a nice curly Q there. So yeah, guys, there's the Condor Ripper knife. Not a lot of vids on that. Good all-around knife. No problems with this knife. Highly recommended. All right, guys. Common Sense Outdoorsman. We'll see you next time.